Little bit of a shorter Dragon Ball news video, but still substantial. We have a big Dragon Ball Super manga update. We have some Daima connections, which are pretty important when you think about it, and it has wider implications on what else they could pull in to the Dragon Ball Super manga. We also are going to be talking about some misinformation. It's April Fool's Day, so I just want to warn you guys, some of this stuff isn't real. Not what we'll be talking about today, but some of the stuff online that you might be seeing online. And then we have some new stuff coming to the video game. So let's start off with, of course, the continuation of Dragon Ball Super. So, in case you're not aware, the 24th volume of Dragon Ball Super is releasing this week in Japan. Black Frieza is on the back cover, looking amazing. It's specifically the rendition of Black Frieza that Toyotaro did for the Jump Festa event this year, so it's looking absolutely phenomenal. And on the side art there is a continuation, so the character Shimureka from the Moro arc is there, but his whole body isn't there. So this of course means that on the 25th volume we'll get more of him, meaning of course the Dragon Ball Super manga has not officially been cancelled. I know many people were speculating, maybe without good reason, but still yet they were speculating that after Toyotaro was handed the series by Toriyama, maybe they wouldn't continue it, which would have been weird because they really have made it basically official that Toyotaro is Toriyama's successor. But it does make sense why people were thinking this, because Toriyama did pass away. However, it does appear that this series will be continuing. We are just waiting on an official announcement. And I think an official announcement should be sometime soon, but like we talked about in the previous video, probably not within the next couple months, but hopefully sometime soon. Now that we've talked about that, let's talk about the more substantial bit of news, and that is the fact that Mr. Popo's design in the opening pages of the Dragon Ball Super manga volume 24 can be seen with two horns. Now, in case you weren't aware, Mr. Popo's head was never revealed until Dragon Ball Daima, and this is Toyotaro literally pulling in Dragon Ball Daima lore into his series. Now, why is this substantial? Well, many people were speculating that Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Daima were taking place in separate continuities. I know many of us were saying how that really does kind of make sense, but also doesn't. There are some super contradictions in Daima, but there's also many things that set Super up, not least of which the fact that we saw all of the different Supreme Kais from all the different universes in Dragon Ball Daima. There's also other connections, but the fact that we saw characters originating in Dragon Ball Super appearing in Dragon Ball Daima, for me, kind of settled the deal. And I always say this, there are contradictions to Dragon Ball Daima, but Dragon Ball Super contradicts Dragon Ball Z as well. For example, in the end of Z, Bulma says that she and Vegeta haven't seen Goku in years, whereas in Dragon Ball Super, within a year before the end of Z, during the superhero arc, Goku and Vegeta are hanging out. So that kind of tells you, hey, there's always going to be contradictions in Dragon Ball, and it's up to Toyotaro to just make the best of it and try to make it work. And it looks like he is. So apparently Toyotaro is pulling in the Daima lore with Mr. Popo having two horns, and I could see him pulling in even more stuff. Maybe even explaining why Goku doesn't go Super Saiyan 4. I could see him saying, oh, I forgot, just like how Piccolo forgot that he could turn giant. I honestly would not be surprised. Alright, with that out of the way, let's talk about some of this Dragon Ball Legends goodness. I'm a big Dragon Ball Daima fan, of course, and Super Saiyan 4 Goku is finally coming to Dragon Ball Legends. Those Legends players are actually the first people to get Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and he looks phenomenal, absolutely glorious. And while we're talking about Dragon Ball Daima and Toyotaro and the manga and all of this, check out Toyotaro's special illustration for Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. Toyotaro absolutely cooked, and he's going to continue cooking. He's such a talented artist, and I think he really has a clear idea for Gohan in mind. I think with the Clean God stuff, I think he was definitely inspired and decided to do Great Saiyaman and Vidal's Saiyawoman, or Great Saiyaman 2. Alright, now, with all of that news out of the way, here's a warning. This video is going up on April Fool's Day. As you guys know, I never participate in April Fools because even though I understand the humor and the jokes, it's a little bit too mean-spirited for me. I just can't bring myself to betray my audience and hurt you guys like that. And I'm still trying to earn the trust of plenty of people, plenty of subscribers. I don't want to just, prank you guys and say Dragon Ball Super returning. I don't want to do anything like that. If I ever did an April Fool's joke, it would definitely be not that mean-spirited. So I just wanted to give you guys a warning. If you see anything up today about Dragon Ball Super, the anime returning, the manga returning, go ahead and just ignore it and just say, Toon Raider warned me about this. Go subscribe to Toon Raider. Okay, maybe not that last part, but yeah, a little bit of a slower news video today, but definitely worth talking about all this stuff. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to keep up to date with all things Dragon Ball news and commentary, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace off.